We as motorcyclists just can't help ourselves, can we? It doesn't matter how good a motorcycle is stock from the factory, we just have to fuss with it, you know, just to make it our own. Take my 790 here for instance. This motorcycle is fantastic stock from the factory. I mean, I can't believe how good this motorcycle is straight from KTM. But that doesn't stop me wanting to make a few changes. The changes that I wanted to make focus on ergonomics. It's impossible for a manufacturer to make a bike that's going to suit, you know, all body types, all kinds of riders. So that's really where I wanted to put my attention first on this bike when making those first changes to it. So there was a few key changes that I wanted to make for my kind of riding and kind of my body style. First of all, the seat, the handlebars and the grips and the foot pegs. Alrighty, let's start with the pegs. The pegs are a rally peg from KTM Power Parts. It actually came with the bike that I bought because this was a demo and it already had those pegs installed. They're nice and wide, they're beefy, they fit your whole foot on there nice and comfortably, and it means that you have more support when you're standing on the bike. Now, if you're riding aggressive, tight trails on a motocross bike, they're going to be too wide. But for an adventure bike where you're doing a lot of long distance standing on the pegs, these really come in handy because they really allow you to be nice and comfortable. The next thing is the seat. The seat was a really big must-have for me. The stock seat that comes with this bike sits quite low in the rider position and it has an obvious step at the back. Now, I'm not sure if that was meant for a passenger or not, but what I can say is that it's super uncomfortable for the rider. I swapped it out for the KTM Power Parts Rally Bench seat. This, I think, is an absolute must-have if you're going to be riding mainly off-road. Now, it by no means is a comfort seat. If you're going to ride this for long distance on the pavement, you're going to get pretty uncomfortable. But where this really shines is the fact that because it's nice and flat and because it's a little bit more narrow, you can slide around on that seat really comfortably. So for example, if I'm riding the bike, I can slide onto the front of my tank nice and easily into a nice tight corner, get that weight to the front. I can slide straight back when I'm coming out of that corner. So it's really easy to just move your body weight around. You can also move side to side a lot more as well. The last thing that's been changed to fix the ergonomics for me have been the handlebars. So the KTM comes with a set of Renthal handlebars. They're really good quality, but they sit quite low and they've got quite a lot of sweep. It has my hands turning out a little bit too much that I would like, and they have me hunching over a little bit to get to them. What I've got now are another pair of Renthals. These are the RC high bend bars. They've got an extra bit of rise to them and they have less sweep as well, so they're a little bit straighter. Now what that means is, straight away, just by sitting in a nice neutral body position, my elbows are coming up naturally by the height and the angle of the handlebars. Now these benefits also translate to when you're standing up on the bike. Now when I'm up on the bike, before my handlebars were down here and I was having to reach down like so. The problem here was my arms were already pretty fully stretched out. So it meant that I was coming into bumps and not having much play in my arms itself to take on that terrain. Now with the bar slightly taller, again a little bit less sweep, I'm still able to be crouched in a nice aggressive riding position, but again you can see my elbows. They've got a nice angle to them, and again I've got a lot more room to absorb impact as the bike tackles terrain. Alright, so I'm going to jump back on the bike. Let's see how these upgrades I've done for the ergonomics of the motorcycle handle out in the real world off-road. Alright, here we go. Bit of sand. Woo-hoo. Yeah, these bars in this seat, I can just ride so much more aggressive. don't have to force myself into the riding position, it's just there. Elbows up. Easy to move on and off the seat, forward and back on it if I need to. Ooh, tight. Ooh. Alright, where are we going? Well, looks like we might be end of the tracks here. Trying to see if this goes anywhere. Tell you what, if it does, no one's been here for a while. No, nothing this way. It's all good. Oh, this bike is beautiful. Alrighty. I did see another path. Very tight little track. We'll see if we can take that perhaps. Alrighty, so we're back on track. Gotta make my own route to get back to the route that I'm following. On this fast gravel road, and this is really where these bars help out as well. For me, for my height, my body type, I just feel a lot more comfortable like this. I'm still crouched, but I'm not reaching down as much as I was before. My elbows are up in a more aggressive position, which means when I'm trucking along these roads at high speeds and something comes out and hits my wheel, it's okay because my riding position helps. And see, just then I hit some rocks, I wasn't paying attention, and that front end started to wobble and kick, and fortunately my riding position meant I could take it and absorb that. Alrighty, bit of an opening. Ah, I want some power line tracks. This is always good. So we're gonna go straight and we're gonna get back onto the route. Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope maybe you even found it useful. Bars, seat, pegs. Those were my first upgrades to this motorcycle to improve the ergonomics so I could enjoy riding faster off-road. But let me know what you've done to your adventure motorcycle to improve the ergonomics for your kind of riding. I'm going that way, you're going whatever way, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.